hear grass growing in Midgard. He has heard the wolves swallow the sun, felt the earth crack under the earthquakes. He has watched the sea begin to flood the lowlands, and he has known now is the time. Gjallarhorn, the sound that ends and starts the world. Gjallarhorn, the last alarm, the battle call unfurled. Wake the Aesir, wake the Einherjar, wake the slain. Gjallarhorn, the sound that will not come again. He blew, and the sound crossed every realm. Yggdrasil trembled, root to crown. The gods rose and put on their war gear. The Einherjar, 432,000, who had trained for this through every day of their death, rising, taking their weapons. 540 doors, 800 warriors each, the army of the chosen dead. Odin put on his gold helmet, took Gungnir, his spear in his hand, mounted Sleipnir, and rode not to the battlefield, but first to Mimir's well, for the last council, before the last battle. He had been here before, to pay with his eye for the wisdom in this water. Now he came for counsel. What does a god ask when the counsel is about his own death? He did not ask how to win. He knew the prophecy. He did not ask how to escape. There is no escape. And answered him, and what it said is not recorded in any source. But Odin rode away from the well toward the battle, and his face, those who saw it said, was at peace. Gjallarhorn, the sound that ends and starts the world. Gjallarhorn, the last alarm, the battle call unfurled. Wake the Aesir, wake the Einherjar, wake the slain. Gjallarhorn, the sound of gods riding to their deaths again. Riding knowingly, riding willingly. Gjallarhorn, it goes across the 9 worlds. fingernails and toenails of the dead. Every corpse with uncut nails added more blanks. The ship grows, the ship has always been growing. It is the largest ship ever made. The dead contributed its every rivet and beam. Now the sea has risen, and Naglfar floats. Finally the cave is empty. Sigurd stands with the bowl and nothing to catch. I walked out of the mountain into the flooded world. Underwater the sky, lower jaw of the earth. He swallows everything between them as he runs. The god of every nightmare come to flesh at last. The Armageddon holds his light from the sea, and the ocean follows him onto the land. His voice is venom over everything, poisoning the air and water as he comes. From the split sky, the suns must spill. Surtr with his sword brighter than the sun. They ride across, bifrost to the rainbow bridge, shakes and shatters under their weight, and the gods have nothing now between them and what is coming. This is all it was ever for. The plane that has waited since the world's beginning, for the armies that are now crossing it from every side. The gods of death from the east, the sons of Muspel from the south, with their flames. Fenrir from the north, his jaws scraping sky and earth. Jörmungandr from the west, trailing poison through the air. Converging, all of it converging on this plane, on this moment. Every evening healed, every wound closed by morning. This is what Valhalla was always for, not a reward, a preparation. They advanced through 540 doors, 800 warriors each, an army beyond imagining, led by a one-eyed king who rides toward a wolf, who rides knowing what the wolf will do, who rides anyway. Vígríðr, where all the roads of fate arrive. Every warrior who ever died in honor. Here, Vígríðr, when the charge begins, and no one turns aside. Without flinching, without turning back.